Welcome to Rockville.
Guys, pardon the interruption, but August 29th, that's it, man. We're running out of time. It's right around the corner. We're going to be pulling the ticket to this 2025 Gas 450 Factory Edition that we loaned to Justin Barsha and rode it at Southwick. It's got 3 hours on the time meter from what he rode it and I rode it. It's signed by Justin Barsha. It includes a set of his riding gear. And there's 10 bucks at kaplancycles.com. Go get your ticket. Someone's going to win. Might as well be you. Guys, feast your eyes on the class of 1969. This is an extremely rare first year 69 SL350. What's really extremely rare about this bike is it has 3,441 miles and it's all original, right down to the original Dunlop tires on it. That's original factory paint on the tank, original saddle. Just a spectacular original Survivor with very low miles. It was an original Dunlop Trials tire it came from the factory with. Got a couple nice upgrades on it, in addition to the fuel system, carburetor, intake, and everything being completely gone through and serviced, and the valves adjusted, and everything tuned to the nines on this bike. It also has a brand new gold chain, new oil, the new battery, and the spark plugs were swapped out. So just an absolutely super rare first year model in this gorgeous original candy sapphire blue paint scheme that still shines 56 years later. It's unheard of to find a classic this old, you know, motorcycle or car with 3,000 miles that runs. It's an absolute joy to ride. This thing is a spectacular riding motorcycle. This isn't the first time that we sold it. We sold it several years ago to a friend of ours, Tom Boosie. It had 3,437 miles on it. He put it in his private collection and put 4.6 miles on it in the last 3 years. So he's done an excellent job maintaining this bike and keeping it just the way it was when we gave it to him. This was Honda's first year middleweight dual sport, very early example. Sl350 K0 denotes the first year in the Honda lines. It's a classic 5-speed overhead cam, parallel twin, handles like a dream, joy to ride. This is a CB350 Super Sport engine, which they use in road racing and drag racing and all kinds of racing. This one's set up for cruising around town with your honey on the back, heading to the beach or whatever you want to do. Take a close look at the factory original paint job on the tank in front and rear fenders. It did have a custom pinstripe on the side here, which you can see, our decal. We can see the shadow of it still. It says Big Red on there. We thought we'd leave that. It's part of the history of the bike. We could have that, a professional paint shop remove that if you like, but it's part of the story. We wanted to leave it original. Super smooth power delivery, very low vibration. They get around 50 miles per gallon, and they're considered to be one of the most reliable classics from this era ever made. Highly refined, lightweight, 320 pounds, fueled up, very agile on the asphalt or the dirt. It's a good bike for both the beginner or a seasoned pro like myself. Has electric and kickstart, and to find it with its original Dunlop Trials Universal tires in a nearly impossible to find stock exhaust. That's the original factory stock exhaust. Get up close and personal on that. You'll see that the rear exhaust has no rust holes in it. It's probably the best shape of original pipes I've ever seen that weren't NOS, indicating this bike was not ridden off-road, street only, very well cared for, stored indoors, no rust. It's just unheard of to find a set of dual exhaust like this in this shape. We just went through the bike, the 18.5 hours of shop labor, gave it the full fuel system service, tuned it, detailed it, and engine compression tests a perfect factory new 170 PSI. New spark plugs, clean the gap ignition points, set the ignition timing, has a new Yuasa battery in it. The fuel tank was drained, rinsed, cleaned, and inspected. The carbs were drained, cleaned, and rebuilt. Has new fuel lines and filters. Fresh VP94 non-ethanol fuel. New OEM carb intake boots, so those get cracked at the rubber after almost 60 years. Those are replaced, so no intake leaks. New throttle cable. We power lubed and adjusted the other cables, adjusted the brakes. Has a new 5K RK 530 gold final drive chain. Checked and adjusted the wheel spokes. The tire pressures were set. Adjusted and aligned the headlights and mounts. Gave it a full 100-point check over. Test rode it. Adjusted the carbs. Confirmed operation of all lights and all electricals. and then fully rotisserie detailed it, steam cleaned it, hand washed it, polished it, and waxed it to perfection. We polished all the aluminum on it, the engine cases, all the chrome, the wheels, the fork lowers and uppers, all the chrome and aluminum on the bike was buffed and polished, as was the fuel tank and the other painted parts. We actually repainted the original exhaust. We repainted the side cover, and I mentioned the shadow of the former pinstriping on the fuel tank side. That's about it. Outstanding, rare, original, unrestored 55-year-old classic that's just been fully serviced, tuned, and detailed, ready to go for another 50 years. These bikes are absolutely freaking bulletproof. You couldn't find a better classic bike. If you're looking for a classic you can actually ride and have fun on it, your ship just came in. Don't snooze on this one. This is the only, I believe I'll have to check our records, but I think this is the only 69 that we've had through the shop. They're just, most of them are ridden into oblivion because they're so fun to ride and they're ridden off-road. Even has the original factory steering stabilizer on it and the original factory front fender brace, things in the reflector on here. And the original gauges still show crisp and clear and showing 3,441 miles. These are the original cables on here, original brake and clutch cable. Good luck finding a nicer one. I haven't seen one. It's about as good as they get. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.